you all feeling good today? Are you all happy today? Okay. How many of you are eagerly waiting to come back to school? I hope most of you are thinking, when will our school reopen, right? I'm also eagerly waiting. Very soon we all shall meet. Okay. Until be safe at home. Okay. Now come back to our English class. In this class, I'm going to deal with a new topic. It's an interesting story. Okay. This story is all about a person, and this particular person is thinking in his mind about his friends in a bad way. He is thinking that my friends are trying to cheat me, or my friends are trying to do something against me. This is his own perception. Sometimes by looking at something, we will consider it in one way, but the reality is another. For example, by looking at the clouds, sometimes we could see some images like sheep or lion or ice cream or flower. The clouds are looking like animals or birds or some objects, but it is not. The reality is it's just a cloud, but the way we look at the clouds, some visual images are coming in our mind. Similarly, sometimes when look at the stars, we will think that the star is looking like a flower. The star is looking like a rabbit. A cluster of stars grouped together, and it looks like an animal or flower. It is not the reality actually, but it's our illusion. It's our optical illusion. The way we look at that picture. The reality is different from our visual perspective. Sometimes our eyes will say lie to us. Do you know that? Okay. Now I'll tell you another thing. Do you all watch television? We all usually watch television, right? In television, there were so many advertisements are coming in between the programs. For some advertisements, we feel wonder. Just think about a chocolate. They will take the advertisement in such a way that this chocolate will give boost, energy, and we can fly from anywhere. Sometimes for another sweets or for soap, if we use this particular soap, what will happen? Then our skin will look very bright, glow. No acne or pimple will be on our face. Is it true? No. They are creating that advertisements in such a way to attract the audience. They need customers to buy their products. So they will say whatever they wish. For chocolates, if we eat this particular chocolate, what will happen? We can do whatever things we can. We can take away a mountain from one place to another. If you use this particular soap, your skin will glow like anything. You will become like a heroine. There is no need of bright lights in a place where she or he is standing on. Okay, so there are such advertisements which are cheating the people. Am I right? And there are some advertisements for poor products, for low quality products. The advertisement looks like anything, looks like a fantasy world, so that the customers will be attracted, the audience will be attracted by those advertisements, and they will hurry up to buy those products. How many of you are wondering, by looking at the advertisements of chocolates or any food items or cosmetics or dress? So hereafter, just look and observe the advertisements in televisions. Then you will find how they are cheating the audience, or how they are creating an illusion sometimes reality is different from our imagination. We will imagine about a particular place or about a particular person in one way, but the reality is different. Sometimes your friends, you may think about your friend, my friend is very good, my friend is very loyal, my friend is very honest, straightforward, calm and quiet person, but in reality it is not. So the visual image we look at somebody is different from reality. In the same way, the prose we are going to learn is an uncomfortable bed. What is the title? An uncomfortable bed. In this story, the person, the narrator, is thinking about his friends other than the reality. The way he imagines or he has a perception about his friends that is just opposite to the reality. At first, he thought that my friends are planning something against me. They are trying to trap me. But in reality, it is not. So, similarly, in our real life too, we all think about others in one way and the reality is in another way. Okay. So sometimes we will think about others. He is a cheater. He is a liar. He is a scoundrel. He is so on. He is a person with bad qualities. But in reality, he might be a good person. So it's up to the way we look at those persons. Okay. So this story is one such stories, and let's see what happened to that narrator and why he think about his friends in such a way. Are you all ready for our today's class? Okay. And this particular story is written by Guy de Maupassant. Who is the writer? Guy de Maupassant. He is a French writer. Who is a French writer? Guy de Maupassant. What is the title of this lesson, students? An Uncomfortable Bed, which is written by Guy de Maupassant. Okay? Now, let's learn something about Guy de Maupassant and then we move on to the uncomfortable bed. Alright? Students, now let's learn something about optical illusion. What is meant by illusion? Illusion means a wrong or misinterpretation. Sometimes we will misinterpret something or we will misunderstand something. Okay. So, illusion means the misinterpretation or the wrong understanding of something because of our sensory experience. So, what are the sense organs? Eyes is one of the sense organs. So, optical illusion means the illusion which are created by our eyes. As I told you already, our eyes will say a lie to us. Through our eyes, we will see something, we will see a picture, but that is not the real one. In reality, if we observe it clearly with our sense, we can understand this illusion. The thing or the visualized image is not a real one. Okay. Now, let me show you some pictures of optical illusion. You can find out what is reality and what is your eyes see. Alright? Students, now can you count the legs of the elephant here? How many legs are there for this elephant? Can you count? In general, there are 4 legs. But here, in this picture, we can count more than 4 legs for this elephant. Why? Because this picture is cheating us. This picture is creating an illusion through our eyes. Our eyes are looking at this picture and is thinking that this lion or this elephant has so many legs, more than 4 legs. It's almost 8 legs, right? We can count more than 8 here. This is an example for optical illusion. Next. Now look at this picture. In this picture we can see an old man. At once we will think, or we can say that it's an old man. It's the image of an old man. But this is also an example for optical illusion. Look at the picture carefully. You can find a boy sitting in the garden, right? That is looking as the mustache of the old man. And the 2 eyes of the old man is not 2 eyes. They are 2 huts in the forest. So 2 huts are looking like the eyes of the old man, and the mustache is nothing but a man is sitting in the garden nearby the sheep, nearby the lamb, okay? So this is also an example for optical illusion. Can you understand, students, what is meant by optical illusion? Students, now let's learn something about the writer Guy de Maupassant. Okay, he is a French writer. He is a French writer of short stories. He has written more than 300 short stories. Okay, so he is famous for his short story collection, and he is from France. He also participated in the Franco-German War. Okay, in the Franco-German War, he was also a person to participate. He was also a soldier there in the war. Now take your textbook, take page number 56. Take page number 56. Guy de Maupassant, 1850 to 1893, is widely regarded as the greatest French writer of short stories. At the age of 19, he served in the Franco-German War, and his experiences in the war influenced some of his finest writings. He also possessed a deep love of the sea and of rivers, and many of his stories are set by the water. In his short career, he published over 300 short stories as well as novels, poems and non-fiction. So at the age of 19, he participated in the Franco-German War at the age of 19. And because of the war gave some influence on him, and most of his works are related to war and also about the water resources like river bank or sea, okay? And the genre he wrote mainly is on naturalism, okay? So the genre, most of his works are all about naturalism, and some of his works are set by the riverside or by the sea, okay students, and he got more influence from the war. He was participated in the Franco-German War, and he got so much influence from that war. So that's all about Guy de Maupassant. Remember that Guy de Maupassant is a French writer, and he is famous for his short stories. Of course, he wrote so many novels, fiction, non-fiction, poems and so many works, but still he is remembered for his short story collection. He has written more than 300 short stories. Okay students, that's all about Guy de Maupassant. Now take page number 53. Take page number 53. At first, they have given 2 pictures. Can you see that pictures? Few red color circles and 1 black color circle in the first picture, first image, and in the second image, the same red balls and black balls. Now look at both the pictures. What can you see? Which of these black balls is bigger? Can you tell me? There are two black balls here. Which of these black ball is bigger than the other? Can you say? Some of you may say the first one is smaller and the second one is bigger. Some of you may think that the second one is smaller, the first one is bigger. It is called optical illusion because in both the pictures the black ball is in the same size. Now observe the pictures clearly. Both the black balls are in the same size, but because of the size of the red balls, this black ball is looking smaller in size in one picture and larger in size in another picture. But the reality is, in both the images, the black ball is in same size. This is called optical illusion. Sometimes our eyes will say lie to us. Okay, now shall we read the text? Oh. One autumn, I went to stay for the hunting season with some friends in a chateau in Picardy. My friends were fond of practical joking, as all my friends are. I do not care to know any other sort of people. When I arrived, they gave me a princely reception, which at once aroused distress in my breast. They embraced me, they cajoled me, as if they expected to have great fun at my expense. Chateau is a castle or large country house in France. Have you all seen castle? In the poem The Children's Hour, we have learned about castle. He compares, the writer, the poet compares his heart or himself with a castle, right? So here, chateau means it's a castle. Okay students, it's a castle or a large country house. Cajoled. Cajoled means persuaded someone to do something by flattering them. Sometimes we also try to flatter others. Flattering. If we want to get something from our parents or from your father or mother, we will try to flatter them so that they will give us what we wish, or they will give, or they will get, or they will buy what we want for us. Okay, that is flattery. That is cajole, flattering others for our own purpose. Okay, here in an autumn, in one day, in an autumn season, the narrator is coming back to his home, back to his castle. In the castle, he was welcomed warmly by his friends. Who are welcoming the narrator? His friends. His friends are welcoming him warmly. Actually, his friends are people like mocking at others. They always crack some jokes on others. They will not think that whether my jokes or the comic or humorous things will hurt others or not. They will not think about that. They only think about themselves. They will crack jokes and they will spend their time. Such type of people are the friends of our narrator. Now, in one fine autumn day, our narrator is coming back to his home and he was welcomed warmly by his friends. His friends are people who are cracking jokes at others, and they will not think about the mentality or will my joke hurt my friends. They will not think about that. Sometimes in your class too, one of your friend will be a victim for others. like they will crack some jokes or they will try to pull them away from the group by or cornering them, right? Can you understand what did I mean? Sometimes our friends or one of our friends will be a victim or they will be bullying by the others. They will say something, they will hurt them, but it looks fine for others but not for the particular person. Okay. Sometimes you might be a bullied person by your friends. Sometimes they will hurt you, they will crack some jokes, but that particular joke will hurt you. If you see anybody in your class or in public or in society anywhere, if you see anybody who is cracking jokes on others and which hurt them, you have to stand or you have to be a bystander for the person, for the victims. You should not accompany the people who are cracking jokes and laugh at others. Okay, students? You should be courageous and you should stand for the victimized person. You should not allow your friends to hurt others. Okay, here the narrator's friends are people who are cracking jokes on others and they will not worry about the worries of the person. They will corner somebody, they will bully somebody and they will not care about them. And they are welcoming our narrator warmly. And this creates something in the mind of the narrator. The narrator is thinking, why my friends are behaving like this? Why my friends are welcoming me just like a prince? He was welcomed to his castle just like a prince was welcomed by the court members. Okay, so he is wondering and he is thinking, why my friends are behaving like this? Why my friends are welcoming me in such a manner? I was treated like a prince. Why? After this welcoming ceremony got over, he is thinking in such a way. And he is also thinking that whether my friends are planning something or trying to do anything against me, this is the thought of the narrator. Till this, can you understand, students? Students, I hope you all have enjoyed our class. You all have understood what we learned today. Take your textbook, read the text once again, underline the hard words, underline the words which you feel difficulty to read and understand the meaning. Okay? And also go through the word bank in each pages. See you all in the next class.